Mel Gibson exploded into headlines with a shocking rant, then issued a fast apology. But was it real remorse or just a PR rescue? Hit subscribe now if you've ever wondered whether celebrity apologies are ever genuine, because in the next minute, I'll break down exactly why Gibson's apology still divides us.
I don't walk around in tight clothes. I stay at home for most of the time.
You come out in public and it's a embarrassment to me. You look like a on heat. And if you get raped by a pack, it's your fault. All right?
In today's world of viral headlines and celebrity drama, the weight of a public apology has never been heavier. Mel Gibson's 2006 DUI arrest exploded into controversy when leaked police tapes revealed an explicit anti-Semitic rant. He claimed the Jews are responsible for all the wars in the world, sparking outrage and a crisis of identity for the actor. In response, he issued what felt like a rapid apology. Was it heartfelt accountability or just damage control PR?
The Jews are responsible for all the wars in the world. Are those anti-Semitic words?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Sounds horrible. I'm ashamed of that. That came out of my mouth.
Comment sincere or staged? Now, if you've ever suspected a celebrity apology might be more for show, stay tuned. Every 30 seconds, you'll get to weigh in. On July 28, 2006, Gibson was pulled over in Malibu with a BAC of 0.12, well above the legal limit. During arrest, he reportedly screamed anti-Semitic slurs, directed at the deputy verifying his faith, and the explosive transcript was soon plastered across TMZ and news outlets. Jewish organizations and fans responded with shock and disgust. Within 24 hours, Gibson issued a short statement calling his words despicable and claiming they didn't represent his true beliefs, a move many saw as a PR bandage rather than genuine remorse. Comment minimum if you think that was all he owed, or insufficient if you believe an apology needs more. Ethics experts like John Austin and J.R. Searle argue that an apology must meet 3 core felicity conditions. It must acknowledge wrongdoing, express genuine regret, and promise to change, framing these not as just words, but as speech acts that restore social trust. Gibson's initial statement checked 2 boxes, admission and regret, but lacked any detailed action plan. Notably, research on public apologies emphasizes that explicit promises to change and restitution, as per Blumkulka and Olstein's model, are essential for authenticity. Comment box 3 if you think missing that element makes all the difference. 4 days later, Gibson offered a second apology, this time in the Washington Post, directly addressing the Jewish community. He said he was deeply ashamed and wanted to meet with Jewish leaders to determine a healing path. ADL head Abraham Foxman responded that this outreach felt genuine, but cautioned that rebuilding trust requires time and consistency. This aligns with image restoration theory, which highlights mortification and corrective action as vital strategies for repairing reputation. Type Foxman right or still doubt if you think this elevated Gibson's apology, or if you remain unconvinced. To show follow-through, Gibson entered alcohol rehab immediately after the incident. He spoke openly about therapy and the importance of understanding the pain his actions caused. According to apology research, visible corrective action such as rehab is key to moving beyond empty remorse. But critics argue that rehab rehearsed in the spotlight can feel performative, especially when released strategically. Comment, true progress if you believe rehab showed real change, or PR move if you feel otherwise. By 2016, Gibson was back in Hollywood, earning an Oscar nod for Hacksaw Ridge and receiving public support from peers like Robert Downey Jr., who called him a kind friend. Gibson's turn to more spiritual and solemn roles, plus his low-key public persona, felt like a silent apology through his art, a classic example of bolstering image by emphasizing positive character shifts, as outlined in Benoit's image restoration theory. Share transformed or calculated? Do these comeback moves indicate genuine growth or just PR strategy? Yet not everyone was convinced. Jason Isaacs, who worked with Gibson on The Patriot, said he felt momentary sympathy at Gibson's apology, but stressed that he is not my friend, citing lingering distance between them. This reflects a complex reality. Public forgiveness can occur, yet private trust may not fully return. It illustrates that apologies can heal some wounds but leave others untreated. Comment, emotional yes, or still broken, if you think partial forgiveness is real or not enough. Media coverage largely treated Gibson's apology as part of a broader PR campaign, framing it as the first step in his image rehabilitation. But scholars argue that true contrition requires ongoing humility and consistent behavior, not just one staged moment. In discussions of public apologies, media framing often favors narrative arcs over accountability. Type media spin or own judgment. Whose voice shapes your perspective on apologies most? Across the years, some Hollywood insiders quietly distanced themselves, while others acknowledged Gibson's sobriety. ADL's Foxman noted that Gibson opened the door, but emphasized that forgiveness requires lifelong accountability. This echoes studies showing that public forgiveness depends on demonstrated change over time, not just initial statements. Share forgiven or still canceled. Who gets to decide when an apology succeeds? The public, peers, or the harmed community? Let's reassess the 3 key apology conditions. He admitted fault, he expressed remorse, and he took corrective action via rehab and outreach. But was the follow-through sustained, honest, and transparent? The conversation around Gibson's apology remains open-ended. Some see redemption, others see a fleeting PR moment. Comment complete if you believe he met ethical standards, or missing still if you think the job is unfinished. Gibson's journey reflects a broader trend in celebrity culture. Apologies are often fast, flashy, and ephemeral, but true accountability demands slow, consistent effort. Public relations theory suggests that only when celebrities spontaneously and continuously demonstrate renewed ethics can forgiveness stick. Type lasting or surface to weigh in on what you value more. As Mel Gibson's apology shows us, forgiveness is layered, personal, public, and professional. He took steps that many saw as meaningful, yet many wounds remain unhealed. This teaches a vital lesson. An ethical apology is not just what you say today, but what you do every day after. Tell us about a time you experienced a real apology, celebrity or personal, and what made it meaningful to you. If you've ever wondered whether I'm sorry truly heals, stick around. Subscribe for more deep dives into celebrity ethics, human failings, and the power of words. Next time, we'll unpack another apology moment that shook the world. Stay curious, stay thoughtful, and stay compassionate.